Hello, welcome to Best Laid Schemes, where we're playing D&D in the Mythic Odysseys of Theros setting. With me are Adrienne, Darren, Jill, and Mark. And last week was pretty epic. The party basically have currently have just made it to level 5. No, level 4? I've lost count. 4. Okay, they've just made it to level 4. They have been on a little excursion down to the underworld. The returned were digging a tunnel out to the surface in the middle of the city of Melitis, and the party have saved the city. So, as we join them, you are sprawled on the paving stones in front of this collapsed shop and nearby buildings with a cloud of dust billowing out from the collapsing tunnel and nursing your injuries. Let's see. Now, Shade, as you're sprawled on the paving slabs, looking up at the sky and feeling the fresh air on your face, you see a stern face formed in the clouds of dust above you, looking down at you. It seems to nod approvingly and then disperses on the breeze.
Oh.
So, what are you doing?
Is everyone all right?
Oh,
Just about.
Fine. I think that was a job well done. Go team.
That was a job done. I think well done might be stretching it a bit.
Hey, we got the priest back alive, didn't we?
Are you all right, Titos?
I will live. Thanks to you. Thank you.
Well, seems pretty successful then.
I would say so, yes. Titos picks himself up and staggers off. There are priests of various gods rushing over to help you up and heal you. So you can let's call that short rest, just from various priests coming over to give you a spot of healing, and there are hoplites gathered around. In fact, a lot of them just sort of like gawping at this small group of heroes who have done some quite impressive stuff over the last few days.
Is Captain Elias around?
Yes, Captain Elias is nearby. So yeah, you can. If he sees you looking around, then he'll approach you.
I'll go over to him.
Dedicles.
The mission accomplished, sir, I think.
Well done, Dedicles. We must, when you and your compatriots have had a chance to catch your breath, you should come to the barracks, and Commander Phaedros would like to have a word.
Yes, sir.
I believe this is what they call a debriefing.
Yes.
I suppose the grocer's probably going to be a bit bummed, isn't he? We've destroyed his shop.
Wasn't he dead? Didn't we find him dead in there?
Doubly bummed then.
I'm sorry to say, yes, his body was recovered from. At least his body was recovered from the site before the collapse. So he will be.
And the other.
He will be buried with honor, as befits the clean grocer.
I don't know about you guys, but I kind of feel like this, my really nice armour I bought. I kind of feel like it's not working as well as I thought.
Oh, I think it's doing a fine job. You're still alive, aren't you?
Yeah, but it was a close call a few times, and
that's the life of a hero, though, isn't it?
True, but
Maybe it's too flashy for your style of hero.
Maybe you
You
need
know what? I
something a
think
bit more
I'm
subtle.
going to just pull it off.
Oh no.
Right, and I'm going to take my shirt off.
Oh, Deracles, do you think he had a hit to the head?
Probably several, I think. Hopefully he'll be all right, though.
Do you have your old armor?
Do you know? I think I do. I think it's. I think it might be back with all our gear.
I think maybe the sort of shine on this new stuff might just be a bit too much. So maybe put your old armor and your shirts, please, back on.
Yeah, because maybe it's like, like kind of, it's got quite a nice angle here. Maybe like, when the light comes out, it glares up into my eyes, making it harder for me to defend myself. That's probably why I've been hit so much.
We were underground, though. I thought you did fine anyway.
Thank you.
Well, we all did well. I think perhaps after we've spoken to Commander Phaedros, we should all go back to the inn and have a celebratory glass of milk or something.
That sounds like a great idea, with the exception of the milk. But and anyway, isn't that for you? Isn't that just a child's drink?
No, milk's a very wholesome drink, and there's nothing at all weird about it.
I drink milk. It's true.
Okay.
I am a cat.
I'm not going to judge.
So it does seem appropriate.
Well then, would you like to accompany me to the barracks now?
I'm ready to go.
All of us.
What's Titus doing?
I will accompany you for the moment. I believe my work here is done. I need to rest, and then I will have to make my way back to the temple.
Did you see that face in the sky?
What?
What face?
What?
Titus looks at you knowingly. You are...
Today's a good day.
Yes. And
that's all about it.
Are you...
Hey, Shay?
Faces in the sky, though, really?
Shade?
Yes?
How much money have I got in my kitty?
Hold a sec. Oh,
Will we be paid for
oh,
this?
good.
Or are we just doing it, because it's heroic? I mean, obviously, hero.
Between us, we've got 234 gold.
Oh, okay.
And you don't pay me enough.
Okay, well, take an extra 5%. That's fine. I'm just wondering about...
Oh.
I'm wondering, maybe I should get the armor, repaired. That's what I was thinking.
I think maybe we should go and have a word with the person who sold it to you.
Oh, yeah, if you could do that for me, that'd be brilliant. Thank you. I do appreciate it.
Captain Elias steps forward. Pimz, I think that the armourer at the barracks could take a look at that. Obviously, he will need to charge you for materials, but we could certainly... it would certainly be cheaper than looking for an armourer somewhere in the city.
Oh, that's excellent news. And I'll just pick up the armour that I've thrown on the floor, pick it up, hand it to him, and I'll just say, just charge it to Shade.
You had better bring it with you. He doesn't take it off you.
But we just saved the city. Isn't that worth something?
Yes, and if you accompany me to the barracks, then we can make it worth your while.
Come on then.
Okay. Captain Elias leads you away. Behind you, the scene is still chaotic. There are hoplites cautiously approaching the collapsed rubble. There are they've got some craftsmen with them who are poking at the rubble, trying to establish whether it's safe to climb over yet, and it looks like they're going to basically immediately begin the clear up process. The street is still locked down by the Reverend Army, and as you reach the end of the street, you have to pass through quite a crowd who have gathered at the end of the street to try to see what the hell's going on. You attract a fair bit of attention as you pass through the crowds.
I shall
particularly
people.
Pimz.
Blow kisses.
I'll watch what Pimz is doing
that.
and try and copy him a bit.
Did that a few
Oh my
times.
God. The crowd absolutely love you.
While they're doing that,
Shouts. There are shouts of it's Pimz O'Mara. It's Pimz O'Mara, the gladiator.
while they're
And
doing that,
like this ripples out through the crowd. Yes.
are
Go
there any loose purses as we go through?
on. Make a sleight of hand roll with advantage, given that Pimz is drawing so much attention.
21.
21. Okay. Let's see. You are able. Let's see. You are able to dip into a number of purses, and you manage to liberate a total of 22 gold from various people when you look over what you've managed to collect.
I'd like to attempt to blend in to the crowd.
Okay.
Unnoticed.
Let's make a stealth roll. In fact, you can do that with advantage too, because it is quite easy to go unnoticed with Pimz drawing all the attention.
I got disadvantage, so I just rolled once, and it was an 8.
Okay. People do recognise that along with Pimz, there is a Minotaur and a Leonin, and indeed a Nyxborn, unless you're going to try to...
Yeah, no, I'd like to be a bit more stealthy.
Okay, make me a stealth roll as well. Nobody notices your pocket diving, but... Sorry, what did you get?
14.
14, okay. That's...
I'm going to start going to the crowd. I'm going to start going, Pimz, 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 until they all.
Oh, they respond. You've got pretty soon the entire crowd are chanting Pimz, Pimz.
I'm going to hand Pimz one of the gold masks to hold up.
Oh, which one?
To do what?
Well, the big heavy one with horns, because...
You want me to do what with it now?
Hold it up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Make a distraction.
Away.
They love it. Yeah, they...
Are they really distracted?
But yeah, they're definitely watching Pimz. But however, the crowd is following you to the barracks now. Let's see. The Captain Elias looks slightly frustrated, but he, as you approach the barracks, he summons a couple of hoplites to try to disperse the crowd and get you inside without the crowd attempting to follow you into the building. Okay. So the crowd rolled a natural 20 to see how excited they were by Pimz. So, okay. let's see. So inside, Captain Elias. Once you're inside, Captain Elias shuts the door. Looks at Pimz. You create quite a lot of attention,
What can I say?
Master
Natural
O'Mara.
showman. I'm a natural
So
showman.
it seems. Come with me, please. And he leads you into a back room, which is clearly some sort of a working office. In there sits Commander Phaedros, who you've met before, the commander of the Melitis city garrison of the Reverend Army. He's sitting behind there with he's got grey hair, grey beard, flecked with black. He's he looks weathered, but still ready to fight if need be. And he's still sitting. He's still wearing his armor, even though he's sitting at a desk. Greetings and congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Am I to understand that your expedition was a complete success?
Yes, sir. Yes, we closed the gate to the underworld and dispatched the return that were down there, and basically brought the priest back alive and everything. So yeah, total success.
Titos nods and behind you and says, "I can assure you that they performed exceptionally well. They faced two more Palom Knights down there, a Cacomantis. Pimz here was able to smash the enchanted tablet that they used to find their way to the surface. The mission was fully successful, and none of us died escaping, which I consider quite impressive. We faced considerable challenges escaping from the tunnel. Thank you all very much."
You're very welcome. I'm glad we could bring you back.
Well then, Captain Elias and I have been... I need more accents. These different characters. Captain Phaedrus says, "Captain Elias and I have been discussing your role in this situation. We think that it is important for us to relieve you, Dericles, of your duties on patrol. However, we would like to promote you to the rank of lieutenant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You will not have formal duties within the city. We would like you to serve the Reverend Army in your capacity, along with your friends, if possible. Since you have clearly fought together well in the past, you clearly have a good working relationship, and we like to support citizens who step up when they see a challenge or an opportunity and take destiny by the horns, as it were. So, there is unfortunately more to this situation than we thought before. Whilst you were investigating the other end of this tunnel, we recovered...
Investigating.
Well, we recovered variety of bodies from the shop. We discovered that the hoplites who were slain when they returned to the surface and took back the shop after your initial discovery of the entrance. They were not slain by the returned.
Oh.
No, they were slain. We are not sure. Several of the hoplites were slain by arrows from a short bow with a distinctive blue fletching. We did not find any such weapon or arrows on any of the returned that you slew on your way back into the tunnel. They were all using crossbows. They used simple bolts. Someone within the city attacked the hoplites supporting the returned. Unfortunately, the collapse of the grocer's shop means that there is not a lot left to investigate of that site. But if you could use whatever means you have at your disposal to try to root out these traitors, that would be most appreciated. And to show our appreciation for your risking life and limb descending to the underworld, we have this. He brings out an enormous bag of gold, a mixture of gold and platinum, in fact, and pushes it across the desk towards you. We have here a reward of 2,000 gold for your services to Meletis. The Reverend Army would have been hard put to hold or take back the tunnel without your services. We would be very appreciative if you would continue to look out for the needs of the city in ways in which our army, whilst disciplined and well trained, is perhaps not fully equipped to deal with. Sometimes challenges arise that are more than we could anticipate and require exceptional circumstances, exceptional efforts to defeat them. Do we understand each other?
I'm certainly happy to do my best. I hope that my friends will join with me to protect the city. I mean, I would certainly say that they're all brilliant down there.
Do we all get a rank? Are we joining
Do you wish to enlist Pimz O'Mara in the Reverend Army?
See, it'd probably clash with the other things I've got planned. So, no, it's okay. Are we just can we just be kind of troubleshooters?
That is the role that we envision for you. You can certainly consider yourself to be working for the Reverend Army, but we cannot grant you a rank unless you enlist.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll just call myself deputy or something.
Could we have a few moments to confer before I make a decision one way or the other?
I should clarify that as far as the Reverend Army is concerned, you would all be deputized under the authority of Lieutenant Dericles here.
Oh, okay.
Understood?
Oh, right.
Okay.
Mhm.
I
I'm staying well back.
I want to speak to Dericles. Could we step away, please, Dericles, with our friends?
Of course.
Please,
Thank you.
most of the use the if you wish for a few minutes to discuss, please use the barracks room. All the hoplites are out in the city today. Captain
Thank
Elias and I will have things to discuss anyway. Please just come back when you have had a chance to think about our proposition. The 2,000 gold, of course, is your reward for services already rendered.
Does that include the platinum?
Yeah, it's a mixture of gold and platinum because like 2,000 gold is an absolute ton of coin.
Yes. Okay. So I want to speak to Dericles. What are these people like to work for?
Oh, they've been all right. Yeah, I mean, just being in an army, really. Up to now, it has been. I've just been on patrol and things, but they're very fair. That's how I'd say. There's certainly been, no funny business. It's all very straight up work.
Okay. Was not part of my plan to become part of an army. That doesn't really appeal to me, in all honesty. However, I trust you,
He did
and
say, he did say, that we were more kind of troubleshooters, kind of on contract kind of thing. Not really enlisting.
No, I think they just they want us to look into things in the city and just keep an eye on things that the rest of the army wouldn't really be looking at, possibly.
I don't want to get into a situation where we find ourselves spying on the population for the army, but I'm comfortable with trying to investigate this. I don't know what fletching is, but this issue with arrows.
It's the little feathers on the end of an arrow.
Right. So, see, I'm not really equipped to deal with army things, but I'm happy
you
to
stay at the back and protect us with spells, and we'll beat the heck out of anything.
I think that they're probably just interested in our mix of skills that we all have, because we were quite successful with what we've been doing so far.
Well, spying on the population does not appeal to me, but protecting the three of you would be my honour. So, I'm in.
Well, I'm not joining any army, but I don't mind hanging out with you.
Well, your skills would be invaluable, Shade, as would yours, Hester. And well, I don't even need to say how valuable Pimz would be to everybody.
So maybe what you can say is you're paid by the army, and then we just hang out with you. And if you rather than us being part of something that we have to do what they say, because I'm not quite good at that.
That appeals, yeah. And contracting one job, it's not joining them. So,
see, I didn't do this job for them. I did it for me because it was important, and they have to go home.
Oh, that's fair enough.
But yeah,
they seem like a nice bunch. I think we can trust them to not do bad by us.
You don't know them, though, Pimz.
No.
We're more like contractors, kind of troubleshooters.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't allow us to do anything that was bad or against the good well-being of the population. That would be.
Well, why didn't you say to them that you know, you work for them, but we just hang out with you rather than work for you. Because
Okay.
if we
You
all
just
have
help out when there's trouble.
If
well,
you are looking for a contractor, I will assist. If
That
they're
sounds
looking
good.
for a contractor, I don't know them, and I'm wary. So if we can have that arrangement, I'm happy.
How about if you think of it as like Dericles and his 3 consultants? Yeah.
I can live with that.
Sort of Dericles Angels kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing, though, is that they did say that they wanted us to do some investigating, and I kind of feel like that's really Shade's thing, and I don't quite know how I can help with that.
Well, we can maybe defer to Shade on the investigating
Well, I
aspect
trust her
of things.
implicitly. She is my manager.
But if it comes to investigating with extreme prejudice, then that could be more of your thing.
yeah.
I could sit
Not
with the investigating force.
Not everybody wants to tell us stuff, unless
And
you
obviously you're well loved
persuade
in the city, Pimz. So you know there might be plenty of people that will tell you things just by you going and having a drink with them or something.
That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to push it too far, but I am universally loved.
I can be quite charming when the situation calls for it. I have a way of calming people's emotions, maybe loosening their tongues somewhat.
And if not, you can always roar at them and scare them.
That is also a very good option, as we have discovered.
Can we talk money? Because I could buy myself some new armor, and I could get some new polish for the new armor with all this money.
Do you want us to have a joint kitty?
Well, I was hoping you'd take care of it. I can't. I don't like handling money.
No, me neither.
I'm quite happy handling money.
I trust.
I would like to. This is the first time I've had any sort of money. I've been going around picking coppers up off the ground for the last couple of days.
Now that's
no
funny. I've just
offence.
been picking gold up on the way here.
I'm comfortable looking after my own money for the time being. I don't feel like I need a manager at this point, though I respect the others' choices.
Tell you what, should I leave the 3 of you with the money, and I'll go and talk to the commander about what we've talked about here, and maybe I could meet you at the inn afterwards.
That sounds a great idea.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
Are we going to
drinks on you, promotion boy.
The what?
Are we sorting out armor?
Yes.
Did you want to get this fixed, or should we go shopping?
Oh, I'm sick of this old rubbish. I want to get something decent. I've been thinking about this. I'd like to get some splint mail.
Will it make you quieter?
Yes.
Okay.
Is he lying? I wanna check. Can I do an insight check?
You can do an insight check.
Can we get padded splint mail for him?
18. Do I know if he would be any more stealthy in splint armor?
It's got the word male in it. It doesn't sound all that quiet.
Oh, Pimz, you're lying, aren't you? You're gonna be.
For the record, Pimz absolutely believes he will make him quieter.
Oh, Pimz, can we maybe circle back to how quiet you're going to be in this stuff? Maybe ask when you're buying it, eh?
Why it is not heroic? Why does it matter?
Okay. So you want to be shiny and noisy?
I want to be heroic. Heroic is shiny and noisy.
Obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
Well,
we'll
not quiet either.
Maybe we'll just do a bit of persuading when we actually go shopping.
Okay.
Go for a quieter option.
While you're talking to the bosses and while you're shopping for armor, can I go to the Temple of the Tower of Learning, please?
Yes, you can. To the pig. Still can't say it. The Pignos. Pignos. I'm going to drop the G. I'm going to drop the G. It's from Gnosticism anyway. So the Pignos, the fire of knowledge. Yes, this is. You head down from the barracks. Sorry, are you just like walking out of the discussion while everybody else is chatting about?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can head down.
I've picked up my portion of the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I've got the rest of it.
There is still a crowd outside, and sort of like they get excited when the door opens, but when they see that you're not Pimz, they allow you to push your way through and make it down to the.
Just what I was hoping.
Yeah. So you can.
Excellent. Okay.
You can make it down to the docks, to the harbour area, where at the edge of the protective harbour wall, there is this magical tower made of tablets and parchments suspended in a massive cone, glowing like a lighthouse.
Okay. So I go in and I am heading straight for anything I can see that will give me information about gods.
Gods. Oh wow. That. Okay. You're not familiar with what sort of sorting system they use in here. So, how are you going to?
I'm just going to randomly pick up books and put them back again and just browse, basically.
Most of the...
I'm kind of a mess. I've got blood on me. I've got dust and... I'm a hot mess and I'm picking up the books.
One of the librarians will in fact, the librarian you spoke to before will approach you and say, "You have returned. Are you all right? Were you successful?"
We closed the portal. It was touch and go, but we did it. Thank you for your help.
Wonderful news. Wonderful.
The cleric's alive. We all survived.
Excellent.
Thank you for the information you gave us.
You are most welcome. How can we help you?
Well, it was pretty frightening to find out, one, that Farrakha isn't the only god, and two, that this other god was quite happy to, put us all in the firing line to do something he could have probably done himself. And I want to know more about these other gods. Okay. I want to be ready next time.
Very well. You are unfamiliar with the pantheon of Theros. That is...
Apparently, yeah. I mean, seriously, I grew up being told that Farrakha was the one and only, and I believed them.
Okay, well then, let me help you find some reading material.
Thank you.
And they lead you up the spiraling...
Hang on a minute. Pan means many, doesn't it?
Yes.
Pantheon.
There are many.
There's many
gods.
Many gods.
Oh yes.
Many.
Yes.
Yeah, Okay, quite a terrifying thought. Okay.
The librarian will basically he'll kind of take you to let's see, there is, he'll find a section on religion, and he will basically as he's going, he will basically introduce you to the primary gods. So and give you a little bit of background. So he will tell you about Heliod, the sun god, who is generally considered one of the most powerful of the gods. His rival Erebos, the god of the underworld. He will tell you about, particularly about Ephara, the goddess of the polis and civilization. He will mention Karametra, the god of agriculture, and Nylea, the god of the wild, and so on, and tell you about like most all the gods that the people of Theros regularly worship. You note that he doesn't mention Farika in his summary.
Where's the information on Farika, please?
Oh, Farika. Well, yes. She is one of the lesser known gods, but yes, some.
Less. Excuse me.
Well, her domain is very focused on poisons, medicine, knowledge. So she is invoked mostly by physicians, occasionally researchers, perhaps poisoners. I would not know, but yes, she is not commonly worshipped by the populace.
Oh, okay, thank you. I would like to read more about her too, to find out.
Okay, he will.
I haven't been told.
He will find you some tablets that talk about Farika and tell you some stories. Let's see. They would probably be stories that you're familiar with, just told slightly differently, with maybe with a spin that is perhaps not quite so favourable to Farika.
Thank you. Okay, I shall, if you don't mind, just sit quietly and read.
So basically, what you get from this is, because you already know about Farika, but what you do learn is that she is considered a bit edgy. she's not trusted in the same way that people wholeheartedly worship Ephara or Heliod. She's kind of kept at arm's length because of the association with snakes and poison. In the same way that Erebos is also considered a little bit, is like respected but not kind of fully embraced by people.
Thank you.
So, sorry, back at the barracks. You are you've I assume you've separated out the money. Are you going to go and talk to?
I think we're leaving.
Dericles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to the commander, and Shade has the rest of the money, I think.
Okay.
Yep. And I think Pimz and I are going shopping.
Okay. So Dericles, Elias and Phaedrus look up from their discussions as you enter the room. They have a map of the city. Found out they appear to be discussing new patrol routes and the reallocation of forces and so on. Deracles.
Captain, Commander, I've been speaking to my friends, and they are reluctant to have a direct involvement with the army, simply because that I think that doesn't suit the kind of lifestyle that they have. But they show great enthusiasm for helping out the city. They have suggested that if I am given missions, then they would be quite happy to help out with that, on a more informal basis, I think, for the good of the people.
I understand. They are unwilling to commit themselves to being beholden to the reverent army, I presume.
Yeah. I think so. Yes, I think that's the problem, that they don't really want to put themselves under the authority of the army, but they'll be quite happy to work alongside me to deal with threats to the city.
I will be honest, it is fairly common for heroic individuals to reject authority. Perhaps that is what makes them so willing to stand up and take on such responsibilities off their own back. Very well.
Yes,
In that case, we will not hold you responsible for their actions, but we would urge you to keep them focused on the best interests of the polis, if you can.
Of course, sir.
And we shall see how things go. We are. I think that you, as a group, have earned a little slack.
Thank you, sir. You mentioned this potential problem with the person with the short bow with the blue fletching.
Yes.
Are there any other things in the city that we should be looking out for or trying to deal with?
It is hard to say. We have very little to go on, especially since the unfortunate collapse of that place. But let's see. All we can do is, if you come to us with any additional information that you uncover, perhaps we can put some of the hoplites to work interviewing the citizens. Maybe we can dig up some more information. We are, first and foremost, a military force designed for protecting the citizens. We are not well placed for investigation.
I'm not 100% sure how these things work, but would there be any access to resources for us?
It depends on the resources. I mean, Captain Elias here has already, I understand, offered the use of the barracks armorer. If you need financial support, we can perhaps offer some additional an advance on your reward for the work that you are doing, but the reward that you have just received should cover any expenses you incur.
Of course.
I would hope.
Of course. As I say, I'm just sort of
What did you have in
feeling
mind?
my way with this. I don't know. There may be equipment that that isn't standard guard issue that may be needed, or prize money for sporting events that we might have to organise, or things like that.
I am. If you have a very specific need, then by all means talk to us. But it seems like a sporting event may be a bit of an outlier.
With respect, sir, my immediate thought for catching this this archer person was to organize some kind of games where there is an archery tournament as part of it. But clearly, clearly this person takes pride in their arrows and just presumably thinks of themselves as a good or great archer, and it might be a way of tempting them to show themselves.
That is an interesting thought. We will have to see. I think we may need more than simply more evidence than blue fletchings. However, there's probably more than one archer in the city of Meletis who uses such arrows, unless they are completely unique.
Yes, sir. I'll of course discuss it with my friends and see what they think will be the best way to proceed.
See what evidence you can come up with. Let us know.
Yes, sir. Oh, sir, just one more thing. While we were down in the tunnel, heading towards the underworld, we came across a gold mine that was being operated by the Returned. I believe that a lot of the passageways down there have collapsed now, but I don't know whether that would be of use to the city in general, or there may be a danger that treasure hunters might try to dig their way down there.
How far down?
It was a long way down. It was quite close to the area where the portal was.
Sounds like it would be extremely dangerous to dig so deep for gold. I will mention it in my report to the council. Thank you for letting us know.
Yes, sir.
You are dismissed.
So I'll leave and then wander out into the city and over to that inn that we were at.
Okay. Oh. Have we lost Jill?
I'm here. I'm just plugging in my laptop.
Okay. Bear with me while I reorder things. Let's get Mark back first off. Okay, yes. So let's see. Shade and Pimz, you were shopping.
That's right.
Okay.
Yep.
Shade, they said this archer had blue fletching. You must know a few archers. Have you ever heard of anyone having blue fletching?
Hold a second. And I'm going to go and grab one of the street urchins and whisper to them and give them a coin to go and get my contact to come and meet us at the armourers.
Okay.
You know, I'm thinking blue feathers obviously must come from a blue bird. Yeah,
It could be dyed.
Do we get, well, yeah. Do you get many blue birds around here? Could be a parrot, I suppose. A macaw, maybe. Blue-throated flycatcher.
Should we sort out your armour?
Yeah.
And we can sort out the blue fletching in a bit.
I'm just thinking, you know, I'm just spitballing here. I'm thinking, like, if we search for bluebirds, and that might take us to a Fletcher, and then he can tell us who he sold his arrows to. Let's just go and get armor.
Okay, you head on down to the marketplace tier of the city, and find an armourer.
Right. Okay. Good afternoon. Do you do part exchange?
Good afternoon. What have you got?
I've got this fantastic half plate, which is, as you can see, is very shiny.
Hmm.
And I've also got some chainmail that I don't really like, but it's in pretty good nick. And I'm looking for the exchange for splint.
For splint, mate. Okay, let's.
We also have these gold masks.
Oh yeah, very rare.
I can't do very much with them. Gold does not make good armor.
Yeah, but it makes good gold.
Well,
What?
I suppose could
Chris?
it. Yes.
Is this armourer on the up and up, or would this be one that would, Shade would know?
You're familiar with the city. You don't do a lot of armor.
No, I don't mean like that.
Oh.
I mean, it's, are they just a normal armourer, or are they part of the Undercity, sort of?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
You would. Did you want to take Pimz to a connected armourer or a?
Yeah, well, that's who I would know.
Okay, so yeah, in that case, yeah, you've taken him to one that you've maybe had some dealing with before. You've maybe had to. He's maybe willing to take slightly dodgy pre-owned armor.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he recognises. Let me see. So you're after splint mail.
Yeah, something that buffs well. And if you've got any polish for it as well, that would be cool.
Splint does not really take much of a polish, but
doesn't it?
Well, he goes in back and finds a.
You get it lacquered or something.
He goes in back in and finds a suit of splint mail, and brings it forward. It's basically it's like leather armor with a whole bunch of metal strips riveted onto it as reinforcement to protect the leather from cutting. So it's not full metal, but there's the metal looks like you could, I guess, if you polished it up, it would be a bit brighter.
Excellent.
It's
That's
not.
what
It's
I'm
never
looking
going to
for.
be sort of like fully reflective.
Yeah, well, we're in the dark a lot of the time anyway.
Okay. Well, normally, let's see, 200 gold for splint mail. Let's see, that plate is pretty battered, to be honest, but let's see.
It's got character. I'll grant you. I'll grant you it hasn't. It didn't work as well as I hoped, but yeah, it's got character. It's nice and shiny.
I'll tell you what, if you
and it's been used in an heroic manner. Surely that's worth something. You could say you can put it up for sale as worn by Pimz.
Did you see the crowd outside?
Pimz or Mara? I've heard your name yesterday.
I'm sure you have.
Interesting. Very well. Oh, okay. I will exchange the splint mail for the chain, plate mail, 50 gold.
Okay. Is that good, Shade? Is that good?
I'm gonna look at him and see if I can tell that it's gonna be a Is it better than the one that you had?
The half plate would normally be worth like many times what the splint mail is. Although it's shiny, Pim's plate mail is really battered, and obviously, kind of, pretty obviously someone's been killed wearing it before. So it's not like full value. It's a reasonably fair trade. The 50 gold, you reckon that the armor that you're offering him is probably worth more than the splint mail, if you're honest. If he's honest.
Okay. Will he take one of the masks as well?
As well?
You know what I mean? Bring the price down.
Oh, instead of the gold, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very well.
Yay!
I will accept that.
Okay.
That battered plate mail, chain mail, golden mask.
Cool.
Oops. And he pushes the splint mail across the workbench towards you.
Okay, I'm going to immediately strip off so that I can put the splint mail.
I'm sure he's got a place in the back for you to change.
Oh, fine.
He takes all the pieces off you and starts kind of like inspecting them as they come off you. He turns his nose up a bit at some of the damage.
That's heroic.
I'm sure it is.
It's been to the underworld.
Well, you tell me that, I can't prove it to my customers.
No, but I'm going to say, if you'd been to the underworld, you'd look like that too.
Perhaps I would. That is why I don't go to the underworld.
Yeah. Has my contact turned up?
Yeah, he will pretty much as Pimz is trying on his new splint mail. Cadmus will.
That's it.
Oh.
Cadmus.
What's his name? Cadmus will arrive. He's again olive skin, neatly trimmed goatee, reasonably short cropped black hair.
I'm going to pass him the other mask that I've got. and say to him, you don't mind getting this fenced for me? We'll be in the pub later.
Make a quick insight roll for me, please.
That is insight. Oh, that's 16, but haven't I got an insight thing that I can do?
Let's have a look. What is your...
I have got an ear for deceit. Oh, that's whether it's somebody's lying, but I've also got... Yeah.
Yes, let me just double check that particular feature.
It says
okay.
whenever I make an insight check
no,
that's
that's for lying. He's not.
Yeah. All right.
He's
it was
not
16.
Trying to lie to you. 16. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He looks surprised as you offer him.
It's not the only reason I asked you here.
Mask.
But I thought as you were,
What have you been up to, Shade?
The underworld is just lovely this time of year, and I'm not seeing any more than that. Apart from, the greengrocers that isn't there anymore.
The one you mentioned before, you said that they were returned in the city.
Well, we seem to have sorted those out, but there seems to be someone, an archer, who has blue fletching on their arrows, causing a bit of a stir. And before my companions decide to investigate, it'd be nice to know whether actually it's worth investigating or whether, it's something that I should stay away from. So I was wondering whether you'd got any information.
Blue fletching. Blue dye is not so cheap. Let me put out some feelers. See if I can.
Okay. Well, we're going to be in the inn later, so if you can get that mask fenced, then take a cut, and that'll be for the information as well.
That's very generous, Shade.
Ah, I am.
Are you...
Money's for spending.
Does this mean you are not going to be available for any more work in the near future?
Oh, no. It sounds like it might be fun. I mean, I could get these lot into maybe doing some stuff without realising. So just keep me in mind for stuff, but...
Pimz, just make a...
Life's... Oh, yeah, sorry.
Make a perception roll for me, please.
Oh.
Me, I'm not taking any notice whatsoever. Too busy sorting out my armour.
Okay.
He's got a new toy.
He does.
Yes, 2.
That's perfectly appropriate.
Yeah. So I'll just say that things seem pretty fun around these guys. Just like to hang around with them some more, see what happens.
Very well. I will meet you at the tavern.
Cool.
Well, he seemed like a nice chap.
He takes the mask off you and wraps it in a
did he want to take the one from Pimz as well? The one with the horn, the bigger one with the horns.
He looks.
Yeah.
He looks surprised at the horn.
It was fun.
Well. Okay.
So yeah, there you go.
Let's see.
Can we?
Loras, he says to the armorer, do you have a sack I can borrow? Yes. Here you go. Here's one.
Thanks.
He puts Cadmus puts the 2 masks into a sack and bundles it up under his arm. We'll see what I can do for you, Shade.
See you later. She's most appreciated. Is there a weaponry shop? Is there a?
Let's see. The armorer has a few knives and some basics in here, but he's not a bladesmith.
Is there somewhere that maybe I might either get my blade silvered or get a little bit nicer rapier? Well, we have
this is Melitis. You can find all sorts of craftsmen here. There are experts here in every field, both mundane and magical. Melitis is like it's pretty much the capital of, or certainly everyone who lives here considers it the capital of human civilization in Theros.
So can we find somewhere that I could get a nicer sword?
Yes, you can.
Or a silver sword.
You can go to let's see. You can go and find a weapon shop.
Shade. What do you think? What do you think of it? Is he all right?
Can you walk up and down a couple of times so I can look?
Pimz parades up and down.
What do you think?
Very heroic.
Now, you're a woman.
Yep.
Be honest, do I look handsome?
Walk up and down another couple of times.
I'll parade around.
Give an answer. Very heroic. You are a total hero in that.
Am I?
Yeah, she rolls her eyes. A total hero.
I mean, do you think a lady would no, a noble lady would be impressed?
Well, I'm not a noble lady, so I wouldn't know, but
you're really not, are you? No. Okay. All right, heroic. I'll go with heroic. Heroic's okay. Thank you.
Okay.
What should we buy next?
You have found your way to a bladesmith that you've seen before. You haven't had much dealings with them. They mostly do high-end stuff, and that's not really what you need or have needed in the past, Shade. But
right.
Yeah, basically, this bladesmith has a shop at the edge of the agora, and they have their forge in the back, and out front under a canopy they have a table covered with swords, and primarily short swords. There's a few pole arms there. There's a few more interesting weapons there, but they're all extremely high quality.
Right. I'm gonna just say to Pimz, do you think we should find Hester? She might need something new.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think, she doesn't like the hand-to-hand stuff, does she? She likes to stand at the back.
It's so pretty. But it's all pretty.
I mean, she does like pretty, I'm sure. So we could get her something pretty, if you like. What have they got? I'll start looking around. Can I see anything really fancy?
Well, do you want to have a look? Do you want to have a look here, and I'll run off and get her because I know where she is.
Oh, so I thought you maybe wanted to get a little surprise gift.
I don't know Hester well enough. Not yet.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but there's nothing like a surprise gift to get to know some. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, in that case, Hester, what are you doing, having been to the Pimz? Are you returning to the barracks or to the tavern, or are you going to look somewhere else in the city?
Basically deep in these books
okay.
now. I am surrounded by books, and I keep leaving a little trail of dust and ash, and gathering more books and piling them all up on the desk around me, and I'm frantically writing. I'm learning a lot right now.
Right. We will leave you filling your head with knowledge.
Okay. So while we're there, is there a nice rapier that's nicer than mine, or silvered?
Let's see. You can find a higher quality rapier. It's not any. Well, let me have a quick look. The smith.
Or maybe keep my rapier and actually.
The smith sees what you're doing and says, "Hello, can I help you?"
I'll show him the rapier I have, and I say, "This has served me well, but I think it needs to be my second weapon, and really I'd like another one that's nicer. I fancy either something a bit silvery or..."
You are looking for a fine quality weapon, yes?
Yes, we've just had to take a trip to the underworld, and it was fun, and there was a lot of things to kill, and I think I need something better to kill.
I have heard stories. I've heard stories of your exploits.
Oh,
which one are you?
This is Pimz.
Hi.
If you've heard.
The gladiator.
You heard the crowd shouting his name.
Yes.
That's the one, yes. You probably heard songs about me.
You looking for a signature weapon, perhaps? Something to dazzle the crowd.
That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, I've got this glaive. I kind of like it, to be honest. You could probably do it sharpening. Maybe you could... Oh, I don't know. What have you got? This is quite exciting.
Let me see what I have. Okay, so
don't worry. We'll get your rapier sorted out. This is,
Well, both of you.
I'm going to give you a kick.
Let's see. I was unprepared for shopping. Okay, you can basically find. He says. So we have. Sorry. Well, we have all of our stock is the best quality. We have plenty of good weapons in the back. We have some premium quality weapons here. These are extremely high quality. These are the sort of weapon that would go down in legends. It is well made enough to hold an enchantment, should you find someone to enchant it. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh dear.
Shade. Why? What's the deal with wanting it as silver? Why do you want a silver one? Is it a mix thing?
Could be.
Okay.
We do not have any silver blades in stock, but I could silver any of these weapons for you if you wish. It would take me a...
There just have been stories, Pimz. I've just heard stories that it would be a good thing to do.
Okay, but I mean, what, can you gold them? That would be kind of cool.
Gold plating a blade. It could be done. It would... It may not hold an edge as well as a silvered blade.
Maybe if you wanted something older, you could have the hilt
That's a
Guild.
brilliant idea.
That could be
But
done.
maybe later. Find one you like first. Use it for a while, and then.
Well, I'm liking the one I've already got. I feel like it's stood me in good stead. Maybe I could get something engraved on it.
Cool.
I could have your names engraved on it. That'd be nice.
We can certainly make custom weapons.
Well, what have you got now?
Right now, we have a very, let's see, we do have a premium quality glaive here. It is 60 gold pieces.
The thing, I'm honestly, I'm fine for the glaive. I do appreciate it, but I kind of like the one I've got. But I tell you what I'm interested in is we were getting shot at the other day, and it was very heroic, obviously. And I kind of like, I think I'd quite like to have some sort of bow myself. Perhaps like a crossbow.
Ooh.
Interesting. Yes.
You have anything like that?
Yes. Yes. Let me bear with me. My lady, your rapier here is. This is the finest rapier we have. This one is 100 gold pieces.
Do you have a mace as well? It is a mace that Hester uses, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Have we got a
Oh, while we are here with
pretty mace that can bash people's brains out in a pretty way?
we do not have very much in the way of ornamental maces. Let me see. Oh wait, yes, we did have one. This was a commission for a priest who sadly never returned to collect his order. This one is 50 gold pieces. It is.
Okay, I'll buy that.
This is. Was an interesting project. Maces are difficult.
So, how much was the rapier as well? At least I've got two then. That'll be fun.
Rapier is 100 gold pieces.
100. Right. So I'll pay that out of my share of taking that off. I've only got. So I've got 500 of Deracleses, which means you've got there is still 1,000 gold pieces that you can play with, Pimz.
Oh well, I just wanted a crossbow. I think. What's the crossbows that you get against us?
We have. These are not my specialty, but we do have some here in stock. We have heavy and light crossbows and a smaller hand crossbow, but that's not terribly. It's fine precision work, but it's not so effective. Very short range.
I think a light crossbow would suit me quite nicely.
Very well.
I assume you have ammunition for it. Did you get any with blue fletching?
Blue fletching?
I'm going to at shade.
No. We do not. We only have a basic range of bolts here. And you may need to look for a fletcher to get something that customized.
Pimz, I did ask my contact. You remember Cadmus from the other shop? So hopefully we might hear later on.
What, you were talking to somebody?
Did you not see him?
I was kind of busy with my armor.
But so hopefully when we get back to the inn.
Okay.
So are you having your bow?
Light crossbow.
Yes, please.
Light crossbow is 35 gold pieces.
And ammunition?
Let's see. cross. Yes, these are 2 gold pieces each.
How many do you want?
I don't know. 20. Keep me going.
Okay, so you can.
Can I have some arrows as well?
We have a few. Yes.
What have you got?
Just basic arrows. We
Okay.
carry a few basic ranged weapons just in case customers require them. But
Yeah, I only need a few arrows, not many.
these are 2 gold pieces apiece.
So yeah. Okay. So if I have 10, that'll just add me up a bit.
Okay.
So that is.
Okay. So while you mark that off,
So that, hold a sec,
Oh, okay.
that's 95, but because we've bought lots from you, surely you can take 5 gold off.
make a persuasion roll.
Oh. Okay. Persuasion. 18.
Well, go on then, since you are spending so much.
Right, cool.
Okay. So, are you returning to the tavern next?
Oh. I did pay for the. Yeah, no, I did pay for the mace and the. Yes, I think we're meeting up with Dericles at the tavern.
Okay.
Okay, we better go.
Oh, as we're going, do you have something I can put round this mace as it's a present?
Oh yes, absolutely. He will go and find a small length of fabric that is clearly designed for kind of like doing like piece bindings on weapons to tie them into their sheaths and so on. And he will quickly wrap it around the mace. It doesn't fully cover it. He has to go and get a second one. But yes, it's now wrapped up in kind of off-white fabric.
Cool.
I'm gonna drop all the books, grab the paper I was writing on, and run out of the library and head to where I last saw the others.
Okay. That would be back to the barracks. By now, the crowd has dissipated as they've realised that, they saw Pimz leave, and it's all pretty quiet
Is
there.
Dericles still there?
No, they had a quick conversation. You've spent some time reading and making notes and so on, so he's gone. Captain Elias is there though.
Where's Dericles?
I believe he said that they were going to meet in the tavern.
Okay, and I'm not going to say bye, I'm just going to run to the tavern.
Okay. It doesn't take you very long to arrive at the tavern, and Dericles is already there, sipping a tankard of milk.
Foaming tankard of
Foaming tankard of milk. Yes.
That's gone off.
I'm also planning to go around everybody in the inn and ask if they know anyone who uses blue arrows.
It's probably not
Okay.
the best inn to do that with.
Dericles doesn't know anything about that kind
That's
of thing.
fine. Tell you what,
Having just been tasked at doing this, he's going to do it as thoroughly as possible.
Absolutely. Make a persuasion roll. Actually, would it persuasion or investigation? I'm going to say persuasion because you're not doing anything complicated.
Okay. Go. Unnatural 20.
Wow.
Okay. Right. Let's see. Okay, you... Can you also make me an insight roll, please?
My insight. Oh, -1. That's 4.
Okay. Right, yes, so you find there's a shifty-looking guy who says, "What's that? Blue arrows?"
Yeah, blue fletching on them. You know, like the feathery bits on the end.
What about them? I know.
Do you know anyone who uses that kind of arrow?
I may know someone. Perhaps I can put you in touch. For a cut. How much are you looking to pay them?
Well, I just wanted to chat with them, really. Well, a cut. Not quite sure what you mean. Well, I could give you a gold piece for information.
Yeah, certainly. What do you need to know?
Just who it is and where I could find them.
You looking to hire this person?
Just to have a chat with them, really. Maybe invite them to an archery tournament. To, you know, some special bowmanship.
Why blue arrows?
Well, I've just heard that the person who uses blue arrows is especially skilled.
You heard of them by reputation, Okay. Let me, why don't I, go and find them and see if they want to talk to you, What's your name?
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Dericles.
Pericles, the Minotaur. You serve in the guard? Judging by your dress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just got promoted.
He holds his hand out.
I'll give him a gold piece.
Okay. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay,
No
I'll just be
guarantees.
here. Well, okay.
Okay. He disappears off into the street. Okay. Just about then, Hester arrives, looking a bit out of breath.
Hello.
Hiya. I'm just going to shove this piece of paper down in front of him. I'm going to sit down next to him and say, I think I was in a cult.
A what?
Well, I've been reading about this thing called cults, and it's pretty grim, actually. And I'm really confused. Like, you all knew about other gods and stuff, didn't you? And you kind of know a little bit more about the world than I did.
Well, a little bit, just from stories and things. I haven't travelled that much.
Were you in a cult as well?
No, I lived in a fishing village. But you don't get out much, really.
But did you, like, know the other people in the village, and did you talk to them, and were you allowed to talk to them?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, most of them talk to me. Some of them not that keen on minotaurs, but yeah.
Why not?
Well, just there aren't many minotaurs around here. Some of them have a bit of a bad reputation from, a bit wild and fighty and things. But
like us.
Well, yeah, some people are a bit mistrustful, but once you get to know them, they're all right.
Okay, because I wasn't allowed to go talk to other people. I was not to leave the temple and the grounds. It seems there's like a bunch of stuff that happened that shouldn't have really happened. Like I've got it written down here. Like I wasn't allowed to question anything, and apparently people do that. Like question authority, maybe kind of say they disagree with things, you know?
Yeah, I always disagree with my father. Well, not all
Wow,
the time.
really?
Sometimes. Well, mainly about mending nets and things, but
And
I
that
still
was
did it.
okay.
Well, yeah, he'd tell me off, and then I'd go and do it. It just was a bit boring, really.
Wow. Okay, boring. Yeah. Wow.
So why did he join this thing then? If it wasn't that great?
I went there as a baby. When after my parents died, I was just raised by the priestess, and I really thought that she was just doing what was best for me, protecting me from harm. But I don't think it was that great, you know. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on that I had no idea about, I'd never even heard of, and I wasn't allowed to ask about.
Oh, that's a bit weird. Maybe it's a Leonin thing. I don't know much about.
Could be. Maybe that's just how Leonins grow up. Thank you. I'm going to put the piece of paper in my pocket. I'm going to go to the bar, get myself some milk.
At this point, Pimz and Shade arrive.
What do you think of my armor?
Oh, nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank you. I think I do. I'm quite pleased with it, really. I kind of feel invincible. You know, we need to.
It looks very heroic.
Yeah, we need a good fight, so I can text it out.
I would go as far as to say shiny.
Thank you very much. That's kind of what I was going for. Shiny and heroic. Oh, and I got this. I'll show them my crossbow.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
We got you something, Hester, too.
What
I don't think you've had. Well, I didn't think you've had many presents, and we saw it, and I thought of you. Thump. We'll put this wrapped thing on the table.
It's really subtle. It is obviously a mace wrapped in cloth.
Wow, you got this for me? As a present?
Yeah, so you can bash people's heads in a pretty way.
Oh, I'd like that. Thank you very much. I'm going to unwrap it.
It is a beautiful mace. It is still practical. It's not like a ceremonial mace or anything, but it is. It has just enough sort of like decoration to make it look pretty special. It's basically got a series of blunt kind of like flanges around the head that are kind of shaped into slightly flowery shapes rather than just being sort of like just sticky out angled shards of metal. That they're actually curled into a reasonably attractive flourish. It will probably look less attractive when it's covered in blood and brains, but
Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. This is wonderful.
Give it a tap. Come on.
I'm going to hit it a little bit harder than I meant to.
Go on, make a roll.
Hang on. Oh, no, I'm not. 7.
You're still getting used to the weight of it. It's not quite the same. Not quite the same as the one that you were using.
Oops, you're right.
Did it actually touch me?
It did not. It did not.
Swing.
I mean, in fairness, it's a bit cumbersome because you're sitting at a table and she's trying to wield it over a table. She's not got a full swing, you know.
Okay. I'm going to kind of deliberately lean into it and rub my arm against it. And go, there you go. There you go. Christened.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So I was talking to the commander, and he's quite happy with the arrangement where, you know, I get told things, and then you decide whether you want to help me with them or not.
Okay, excellent.
Seems reasonable.
Oh, and I started doing some investigation as well.
What did you?
Yeah, I've been asking the people in the pub about the arrows, and there was a kind of a Weasley-looking guy who seemed to know someone who used like arrows with blue fletching, and he was going to go and tell him about me. So maybe he'll come and meet us here.
Excellent.
Oh, that's great. Because I had this theory about like blue birds, but well, Shade will tell you all about it. I don't think. I don't know. It was just an idea.
I'm getting a drink.
I am very self-conscious. We're all kind of a mess. No offense, Pimz, your armor is very shiny, but we've just escaped out of the Underdark, and you know, it's kind of obvious that we've just been in a pretty hefty battle, and I'm pretty tired, so I do want to stick around for this guy, but I'm thinking I really need to go to sleep pretty soon.
After sitting studying for a little while, all the adrenaline has worn off, and you are now just aching
I'm crashing
and exhausted.
Dirt and fatigue are heroic. Never forget that.
So is sleeping.
Smelling good's
Never
good
forget.
too.
smelling less appalling is a bonus.
Okay. Does any?
Where are the baths, by the way? Where are the baths? Where can I go to get clean?
Don't know. Not something I've used much, to be honest. There must be some.
Pimz, you would know that your parents have a private bathhouse in the grounds of their estate.
Yeah.
Shade, you probably would have used a bathhouse at one point or another, so you know where there is a couple in the city.
We can go after we have a drink. They're not going to mind here that we haven't had a bath first.
Okay. Well, kick back for a little while, have a drink.
Is it anybody?
What does this contact of yours look like, Derocles?
I don't know. There's just this Weasley guy, and he said he knew someone, and he was going to go and tell him that I was looking for him. So, just kind of waiting to see if they turn up.
Okay.
You know, I said that I thought that we were destined for great things together, and I think it's proving to be the case. You know, we did what we did, and now we're kind of on to the next adventure together. I think fate's got great things in store for us.
I agree wholeheartedly, and I'm going to give a libation to it, Farah. Pour my drink down on the floor a bit.
I'm gonna copy what he did with my milk.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna turn around to Shade and go, I have no idea what that meant. Did I do it right?
It's not really my thing. My god doesn't expect that.
Okay.
It's fairly common practice you would know about around the city, Shade. Obviously,
oh yeah, but it's
Hester,
just not my thing.
yeah, it would be unfamiliar to you. Okay.
Yeah, waste of good drink, in my opinion.
Okay, so after you chat for another half hour or so, 45 minutes.
This kid was turning up.
He doesn't so far. Weasley guy does turn up again.
Wow.
He doesn't fully approach the table. He comes sort of into the middle of the pub and catches your eye, Dericles, and says, "He doesn't want to talk to you. Sorry."
Oh, that's a shame. That's a guy, by the way, that knows the guy.
Right. Should we maybe follow him a bit, see if he goes back to him? Maybe not tonight though. Maybe we should sleep.
He looks.
Yeah.
He stood right there.
Can I ask him if he actually does know the guy with, or the person with the blue fletching, and use my ear for deceit?
Yes. Yeah. Go on. What's that do? It gives you advantage.
Oh, it means if I roll a 7 or lower.
Oh, I see.
Then it's an 8.
Okay.
Plus
yeah, that's
my
fair
insight.
enough.
Which I don't know.
No, someone who uses blue fletchings. Yeah, I know someone. Make a roll.
15.
Yeah, you think he's probably on the level. Why are you so interested?
We heard that you did some interesting work.
Well, if you want to hire him, I can take a message.
Yeah. How about we meet him tomorrow?
You want to hire him? Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, well.
Does he have a name?
I'm not going to tell you unless he wants to meet you.
Surely has a name people know him by rather than his actual name. No?
I will ask him. See if he wants to talk to you.
So you don't know him very well?
I know his name. You're just acting all suspicious. You're...
We like to know who we're going to give money to. So a name is always good. Can I try some persuasion on him?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, let it be good. 19.
Wow, okay. Yeah. Well. Alright. Well. I know this guy. His name's Tathos. He does some hunting from time to time. A little bit of other work on the side. I've seen him use blue arrows. See they're sticking out of his quiver?
Okay.
Well, what type of bow does he use?
Mostly hunting bow. You know, one of them little recurve ones. Good for shooting from horseback.
Hmm.
I'm going to
You
say...
You want me to get him to come meet you tomorrow?
What do you think, Dericles? Does he sound like the sort of person you want to deal with?
Well, I don't know. Kind of just looking for him, aren't we, really? See.
Go, I'm going to kick him under the table.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he sounds definitely like the kind of guy that we want to do business with. And we got plenty of money.
I'm going to say to Dericles in Minotaur, I'm just going to say to him, he does look quite Weasley.
Yeah.
Okay. I tell him you're looking for him. I tell him to meet you here tomorrow night. Yes?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that would be great. Thank you.
Okay, it's good. I get cut, yes?
Yeah. Yeah. If we choose to hire him, then you definitely get a cut. But we can get it from him.
Well, okay.
No, no.
You pay me.
Honestly,
You
if a
pay me.
cut's
I
what
pay
he's
me.
looking for.
Pay him. That works for me. Okay, cool. I'll go to him. And he leaves the tavern.
There
Should
you
we
go.
follow him?
Huh?
Should we follow him?
I want
okay.
to go to bed.
Yeah.
We didn't.
No.
Well, he seems like, if he thinks that it's a proper job, then this guy I would have thought, turn up tomorrow. So, do you want to go and get a rest and go get cleaned up?
Well, okay. That's been quite a long day.
We've just come out from the underworld. I'm completely knackered. Aren't you guys?
Where are you
A
staying?
bit of a workout.
Well, Shade's been kind enough to let me sleep at her place the last couple of nights.
Did you say your parents had a bathhouse, Pimz?
Yes, they do. Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, you could use it if you liked. They wouldn't mind. Well, they might mind, but we could just sneak in.
Sounds fun to me.
Please.
I'd kind of like to go back anyway. I want to show off my new armor to them and tell them about my exploits. I mean, they probably already know about it, but I'm just I kind of want to show off a bit.
Okay, it's beginning to. The sun's setting now. Since your various travels up to the barracks, to the Pimz, around the marketplace, and then sort of sitting chatting most of the afternoons passed. And you can head uphill to one of the outer tiers of the city. And so let's see, for Hester and Shay, this will be the first time you've seen Pim's parents' pad, won't it?
Yes.
Yeah. It is basically, he leads you up into the posh part of town and up to a walled compound. Through the gates there are gardens, a U-shaped villa with a couple of outbuildings behind it, and some more gardens beyond. And it's really beautiful and posh. Pimz, where are you taking them?
I'll take them straight to the bathhouse.
Okay. Right. Let's see.
Can I see any sign of my parents or my older brother?
Not out in the gardens, no. Let's see. You any time here since you were back? Have you? Oh, have I lost you? Are you there? Hello.
Hello.
You still there? Okay.
Yeah.
Got you back. Brilliant. Sorry, momentary blip.
I was just asking if I could see my parents or my brother.
Yes. You've not spent a lot of time here since you've been back, so you're not really familiar with their daily routines. But there's none of them are in sight, certainly. The bathhouse, by the way, because it's let's see, it's getting towards the end of the day. Tell you what, yeah, it's getting, since sunset is approaching. There is one of the servants is beginning to stoke a fire so that the water will be hot by evening.
Okay, well, if we don't mind lukewarm baths, then that's fine.
I'm going to just drop all my clothes by the side of the water and jump in.
Okay.
Oh, is this not what you do? Why are you covering your eyes? What's going on? Oh no!
No, actually, I'm gonna shoo the boys out. Go and find some
This
food.
is my bathhouse.
Go and find some food and drink for us.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go and rustle up some food from the kitchen.
You can go to the kitchens, and yeah, the kitchen staff will be happy to provide you with a whole load of fruit and cheeses.
Different
bread.
types of milk, if possible. Maybe like cow's milk, goat's milk.
They've certainly got goat's milk. Yeah, they've probably got some cow's milk as well. So yeah, are you eating off in the corner of the kitchen, or are you bringing it back to the bathhouse?
I'm gonna get someone to bring it back to the bathroom.
Okay. It is a bathhouse. It's literally just like a building with like a small square building with a sunken. Sorry, no, not a sunken. It's raised up, so you have to climb up some steps to get into this square pool of water. It's kind of like very similar to a Roman style baths. Servants are meanwhile sort of like stoking fires underneath to warm it up a bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit on the edge and dangle my feet in.
Well, I'll come in and we'll just pile stuff on the side and say, grubs up. And then I'm going to start baring my legs so that I can just dangle my feet in.
Okay.
I'm just going to carry on getting clean, completely oblivious.
I'll climb fully into the bat.
Yeah, actually, let's see. How thinking about the bath capacity and whether it is big enough for you. I mean,
is it Minotaur proof?
It is Minotaur proof. Basically, with Dericles in there, the level of the water is like right lapping at the edge and kind of like occasionally maybe like splashing over.
Well, I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna sit next to Shade and just dangle my feet.
There are pumice stones available, and there's also some blocks of clay and some oils for after you've bathed.
I just need a towel. My fur's a bit,
frizzy.
It just needs floofing a bit now. How many families live here?
Oh, just the one.
One? You mean like you're all one big family together?
No, just one family, just the O'Mara family.
And is who does that consist of?
That consists of my parents and my brother and the servants.
Shade, can you just make an intelligence roll for me quickly?
Uh, 10.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't notice anything.
Okay.
So
the little bottles of oil. How little are they? Are they pocketable?
They are
Are they big bottles of
small.
oil?
They're kind of like small amphorae of oil, I guess. Not sure what you.
Okay.
Not sure what they would have kept oil in. But it's scented oil for like perfuming yourself when you have performed your evolutions.
I don't think I've ever bathed in a warm bath before.
Is your place like this, Dericles?
Oh no. This, I mean, my parents live in a little hut by the sea, so I usually bathe in the sea. But no, this is completely something that, I mean, Pimz brought me here the other day. It's amazing. I've never seen a house this big before.
Right, so most people don't live like this.
Oh no, only
Definitely
the very
not.
rich people.
Right. So did your family become wealthy due to your gladiator exploits?
Oh no. They my father's very important, and he does some things. I'm not fully sure what he does. He doesn't. Every time I ask him, he says, "Get out." When I go into his study to ask him what he's doing, he says, "Get out." So
Right.
I assume he's something to do with exits, maybe. I don't know.
Can you not do that while I've got a mouthful of water?
Shade,
Okay. I see.
you will.
Thank you.
Shade, you will remember
Yeah.
that with that bit of additional context, you will realise that one of the ruling council of Melitis is named Theo O'Mara.
Interesting. So, Pimz, is your dad called Theo?
Yeah, that's him. Do you know him?
Know of him?
Well, he is very important.
I think he probably is.
Yeah.
Does he use a crossbow? Does he use a bow and arrow?
No, he might use a pen. That's about it. I don't know anything about weapons.
What colour is the...
You think it's his dad?
Yeah,
First rule of investigate.
I
Respect everyone.
probably just white. Well, white feather, white quill.
No, the guy said that.
It's a very nice house.
Oh.
I'm not suspicious at all about any of it. It's lovely. Thank you for letting me bathe here.
It's my pleasure.
So you... Oh, sorry, go on.
Who?
I was just... You bathe, you eat, and are you going to spend the night?
Well, I'm going to pocket some of the food for later.
Okay, yeah, you can do
It's
that.
much nicer than the food that I normally have.
I'll make a quick stealth roll.
Yeah, but I'm with friends. Surely they won't mind. 16.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you managed to like slip some bread and cheese into your bag. Nobody notices.
Yeah,
it's all
fruit.
fine.
Should we go and see if my parents are here? Do you want to go and have a look?
Can I put some clothes on first, though?
Probably for the best. I'll turn around and I'll look the other way.
I'm
going to wash my face and hands.
into the ratty, dirty clothes.
Oh, are you not going to? You should wash the clothes at the same time.
Should have done, but then I would have had to go home in wet clothes, which it's getting cold.
Not now. I'm going to wash my face and my hands. and I've had my feet in there, and that's about it.
Okay, so we head over to the main part of the building, and I want to just like push the doors open and shout, "The conquering heroes of the underworld are returned." No, we're not returned. We have come back.
We're the returned. That should be our party name.
Okay, yeah. Your parents both emerge from what you know to be your father's office. Good grief, Pimz! What's all this racket? Oh, hello. Who are you?
These are the conquering heroes. Have you not heard about our exploits this very day?
Well, we have heard mixed reports. Yes. What exactly have you been doing, Pimz?
I got the usual things, Went down to the underworld, saved the city, came back, bought some nice new armor.
You went to the underworld?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
I see.
My friends went with.
And what did you do there?
From what I remember, I think I saved the day. Then we ran all back, and everything was collapsing down. And then we got given a big load of money by Commander Phaedros. And then I bought this armor.
It's true.
You should be very proud of your son, sir. He's a great hero.
You hear that, Dad?
Is he really?
Yeah,
Absolutely true.
Well,
Shade's at the back looking, casing the joint. Just
We couldn't
looking.
have done it without
Okay.
him. We couldn't have done it without him. He is very heroic.
Theo O'Mara, by the way, is basically is thin man, like the exact opposite of Pimz, in pretty much every way. Thinning hair, thin face, very light beard, sort of like tiny little beard on the end of his chin, and wearing a white robe. His wife, whose name I have forgotten. Bear with me.
Aria.
Sorry?
Aria.
Avia. She has long black hair, kind of like scooped down, pinned up at the back with a kind of hair clip, and she's she's really quite pretty. She comes forward and says, "Well, I, for one, am very proud of you, Pimz.
Thanks, Mum.
Are we sure?
Who are your
Mum?
friends?" She flashes a kind of glance at her husband.
Well, my horned friend here is Dericles, and this wonderful, very clean Lylin is Hester, and my Shade. Sorry, you can look. I'll show you around later. This is Shade, who's Nick's born. How exciting is that?
That is unusual. I'm very pleased to meet all of you. Pericles,
You have a lovely
Hester,
home.
and Shade.
Hello. I'm going to say hello to his mum, but I'm going to glare at his dad. Quite openly. I'm not hiding it.
So, Mother,
Yes,
do you
Pimz.
think are you likely to see Lady Penelope?
Well, we do have a lot to talk about, Pimz. The wedding is only a few days away, and we do need to get you fitted for some keen clothes.
So, do you think she's likely to know about, what we just did?
Apparently, Pimz, the whole city knows.
Oh, okay.
You should have seen the crowd, all chanting his name.
Somewhat to Theo's dismay. I might add. Well,
Why?
in my position, it doesn't do to have Theo, to have Pimz running around causing trouble.
I'm going to step between them. I don't think saving the city is causing trouble, is it?
Yeah, what she said.
He kind of looks down his nose at you. Well, I have not yet spoken to Commander Phaedros. But when I have a chance, I will certainly ask him for his opinion.
Well, you can do that, and you can be as wrong as you like, because we know what really happened.
I'm going to stand closer to Pimz and say, you should be really proud of him.
Avia says, Theo, why don't you go and attend to those urgent business matters that you were so complaining about not so long ago? Very well. And he marches off back into his office.
I'm sorry about that, but flipping heck, is he always like that?
He is. I do apologise, Hester. He is very sensitive about his position on the council and being seen and his reputation. I have told him that this is a good thing, Pimz. I have to confess, Pimz, your exploits in the gladiatorial arena, when they reached our ears occasionally, they were impressive, but it was a little difficult because it's being a gladiator isn't the done thing for someone in our position, and it was a little bit embarrassing at times for him.
Is he embarrassed about him saving the city?
I think it's more that the circles...
Has he ever saved a city?
No, Hester, but the circles that Theo moves in are not impressed by deeds of bravery and heroism. They are more impressed with deeds of money making.
It's all right. I'm going to look around the room and say, yeah, I can guess what sort of things impress him. You don't need to explain. And I'm going to walk away.
I'm going to say...
She watches you go. She watches Hester go, sadly.
Where does Hester go?
I'm going to leave the room. I'm pretty cross.
I want to just look at my mother and just say, Mother, I'm sorry if I embarrassed you.
Not me, Pimz. And I don't think Theo is really... He's not ashamed of you. He is trying to walk a line. All the people that he needs to impress to do his job are not interested in your gladiatorial prowess. Do you understand? They don't see the worth in your skills. Theo, I think he does, but he can't be seen to acknowledge your prowess because it would embarrass him on the council. Do you see? And he is trying to keep the council on side in order to accomplish the things that we're trying to work towards.
I can't say...
Does this make any sense at all to you?
don't understand these things. They're just politics. I don't get politics. I just, I like action. So, look, I'm sorry for busting in. I'm sorry.
No, I'm
it's
glad
okay.
you came. I'm glad you came.
Can my friends stay the night? Can we make room for them?
Of course they can. Of course they can, Pimz. I will have a word with Theo and smooth things over. He is...
I have got a question.
Yes, it's Shade, yes?
Pimz, didn't you say you were marrying Lady Penelope? Is it Lady Penelope?
Make a... everybody... Well, yeah, including Pimz, make an insight roll, please.
Suitably, I got 3.
That is entirely appropriate.
11.
She's actually, I think, marked down to 2.
Anybody else? What did... I didn't hear anybody else's.
3.
3, okay.
11.
3.
I'm not there.
Oh, of course you've left. Okay. Well... I think Pimz would have liked to have married Penelope, wouldn't you, dear?
I'm just going to walk out of the room.
Oh, Pimz. What's the... Are you all right?
My feet are feeling a little bit sore. I thought I'd go and dunk them in the bath again. Want to come with me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Avia turns to Shade and Deracles. She's the love of his life. He's never really had eyes for anyone else. We hoped when he went to Akros he would find someone else, but apparently he sent her a lot of letters about his victories in the arena. She is betrothed to another, however, and the wedding is in a few days, so
How can she be betrothed to another if she loves Pimz? Shade has no idea about this whole thing.
Well, her betrothal is all arranged. The families have agreed on the union and everything has been organised. We wrote to Pimz as soon as we got the invitation. I wanted to spend some time talking to him, break it to him gently, but unfortunately he's barely been here. I mean, partly because of these adventures that you have been on. I have heard stories from some of the other peoples over the last few days, and I believe them, and let me tell you, I am so proud of him. But
he's very enthusiastic.
He is.
In a fight.
He is very...
He's a great warrior.
But I think he has been avoiding us. I think he does not want to hear about the wedding. Can you talk to him, perhaps?
Okay.
I'm not sure it's my place to do that, but if Deracles is happy to.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
Well,
maybe we can just get him to come and talk to you. Wouldn't that be better?
That would be good. Let me go and talk to Theo and have the servants make some arrangements. Theo, he will come round. But in the meantime, Pimz needs friends. Thank you. And she goes back into the office.
I'm gonna just sit on the edge of the bath and put my feet in the water. Pimz, are you doing the same? Are you?
Yeah.
You sitting? Thaumaturgy, and to create a sort of gentle music around Pimz. Just
Okay.
looks like you're having
Yeah.
a bit of a crappy time, Pimz. You know, is this about your dad?
Have you ever wanted something so much and you didn't really even know why? You just wanted it so much.
I had a friend who had a really cool pen. I really, really wanted one like it. So yeah, I understand. Is that what you mean?
I think so.
Was it a pen for you as well?
Are you hungry? You hungry?
Yeah,
We've got some
I'm
food
hungry.
left over.
Okay. I could eat.
I'm going to take some grapes and I'm going to just...
Was it a horse?
Do you know, I think maybe it's time I went to bed.
Shade.
Can we go back to the bathhouse before he leaves?
Shade and Dericles arrive.
I'm going to go up to Pimz and say, look, we can always go and kill the groom. Wouldn't that sort it?
It's steady on. I mean, maybe challenge him to a duel or some kind of contest, but...
Yeah, that's exactly the thing I meant. She rolls her eyes.
The groom. What's happening?
Do you know, I just want to go to bed. I don't really want to talk about it.
Okay. Well, you know we're here if you want.
Your mum wanted us to talk to you. She told us a little bit about things and said that you've been to Akros. What's it like?
Yeah, it was all right. It was a bit... I was a bit short of money, and the area I lived in wasn't very nice. But the people were really nice, and I learned to fight.
Did you see the games?
Involved in the gladiatorial games, so it was pretty good.
What about the athletic events?
Well, you know, I'm all right over short distances, but they're quite keen on all the long distance running there. So I stuck to the fighting instead. Yeah, it was okay. It was all right.
I've never been there. My family came from there, but I've never been.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I think I just want to go to bed. I'm feeling really tired. Hopefully, they'll sort you out with some accommodation here. Just have a chat with one of the servants. I'm just going to go.
I'm going to say to Shade, I think Pimz is like really hankering after this really fancy pen or something. That it must be really, really special because they've got loads of money and he can't afford it.
I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's a woman.
Oh no, I bet he's really annoyed at me now.
I'm not quite sure about all this because surely the way it goes is if you want to be with somebody and you like them and they like you, then you're with them. But I don't. It's not something I've had a lot of experience in.
Should we ask Dericles? I bet Derek.
Heard. It's weird, but for the rich, it seems to be harder for that thing to happen. There's more involved when you're rich. I don't understand.
I see. Okay. I didn't read about that at the library. I should have. It's probably closed now, isn't it? Yeah.
I think you might have got confused because it's Lady Pen. I think that he's.
Yes. That's why I was thinking about Pen. Oh, yes. Okay.
But isn't it something right? I don't know.
These are slightly smaller, apparently, for our very delicate paws.
Well, these rich people seem to have all sorts of strange stuff. So, but why would Pimz want a pen for ladies?
Maybe for Lady Pen. Maybe to give to Lady Pen.
Oh, but we went shopping today, and he didn't say he wanted to buy her anything.
Oh.
Maybe she's not into armor and things.
Well, there was only one of those maces, so we couldn't have bought her one of those. But they did say they had another really nice glaive. We could...
I think you killed Jill.
Maybe she's not tall enough for a glaive.
We could go down there and get it for him though, to give to her. Maybe he's just not giving her the right presents.
Maybe she would like a glaive. I don't know. But if he wrapped it nice, like you did with the mace, maybe. Or maybe she'd like some other kind of weapon. I don't know. Maybe she does like armor. Maybe he was just too bashful to ask for it.
Is she a warrior, Pimz?
I don't know.
Is Pimz still there?
No, let's go and find him. We're going to have to go and find him.
We've sorted it, haven't we? She just needs some fancy armor and a nice glaive.
Yeah. So maybe this other man has given her, better weaponry.
Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. We've cracked it. Yeah. We've got this sorted.
Yeah. No alcohol involved. Let's go and find him. I mean,
we think we've sorted it. Pimz.
Won't he be closed at this time of night?
Oh, I'm sure we can sort that too.
It's getting late now after your having spending some time in the baths, eating, chatting to the parents, coming back out here, and the sun's gone down.
The others should have realised, by the way, from our travels, is that Pimz is one of those annoying people who goes to sleep the moment he lies down like that.
Yeah.
That's infuriating.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
One of the servants comes by saying, we have prepared some rooms for you. Please, this way.
Do you know what size armor the Lady Penelope wears?
No, I don't know Lady Penelope.
Maybe Pimz's mum has a set of armor that we could check for size.
Should we?
No.
Because aren't all these rich ladies the same sort of size?
I'm afraid these rich ladies, I don't believe, often wear armor.
But how do they protect themselves in skirmishes?
Sounds really dangerous.
I don't understand. Why would they be fighting?
Why? Yeah. Maybe spellcasters.
Sorry, I'm losing you, Jill. Sorry, Skype is playing up again. I'm losing.
Is that better?
Can do to make it better. Wait. Oh, no, I've lost video as well for Jill.
No.
Can you hear the rest of us, Chris?
Right, I can hear everybody now. It seems to have come back.
Right, we were planning
Yeah, it was
to
just
get
it was
her a
shocking.
wand because she might be a bit cute,
Yeah, yeah,
which is why she'd have no armor.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that really nice
Okay.
pen.
Exactly.
A
That's
pen
what I
that's
was
a
thinking.
wand.
Even better.
Are you going to try to go and do this now, or are you going to stay the night and go in the
stay
morning?
the night and go in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty wiped out.
Because I mean, Pimz needs this sort of final say, really, but it's a great idea.
You are shown to a guest room where there are 4 beds around the edges of the room.
Should we push 2 together for Deracles? Like end to end.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Yeah, you can. I mean, you can push a couple together.
Because there's nothing worse than having your feet sticking out the end of a bed if you're too tall.
You get used to it.
It's not a problem I have, but I hear it's bad.
He's got
It's
no
getting your
toes to get
horn
cold.
stuck in the wall that's the problem.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was rude. I shouldn't have laughed. That terrible problem.
Okay. So yeah, you are able to settle down in probably the most luxuriant bedding you've ever slept in.
Is there much sort of portable stuff in this room?
There's not a lot, to be honest. It's pretty much just a room for sleeping.
Pity.
So there's maybe like an ornamental pot on a window ledge at the back. But
the sheet's nice.
The sheets are nice. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a prayer to Farika before I settle down, but it's a bit grudged and a bit half-hearted.
I'm gonna give you a nudge while you do it.
Okay.
And go, really?
Best I've got, mate. Best I can manage right now.
Okay. Okay, and so you all drift off to sleep. Yes.
Finally.
Finally, yes. Deracles, you dream about Akros. You dream of the rugged mountains that climb up with like paths winding up the side of them, gated, guarded, up to the small polis clinging to the pinnacle of rock, with a few buildings peering out in all directions across the rugged landscape. And within the walls of the polis, the great gladiatorial arena. But in your dream, from your viewpoint, you are looking down on the city, and off and across it into the distance, and the clouds above the city begin to coalesce and take shape into a figure, a horned figure. It's very indistinct, still made of clouds, but there's very much, very clearly a shape there that wasn't there before. And then you hear a voice.
Betrothals. Come to me.
And you wake up. It is a bright morning.
Weird.
Sorry?
That was weird. I'll say.
The rest of you also wake up. Pimz, you have slept really well. You're feeling maybe a bit better about last night, but you're certainly rested. Hesper and Shade, you've slept really well. You are fully recovered. You have all had a long rest, and
Cool. And now I have nice sheets to take home with me.
taking the sheet. Okay.
Surely they're complimentary.
Does Shade come out in a robe with a towel under her arm?
with the O'Mara crest on it.
No, just the bed sheets.
Make a nice toga.
Make a stealth roll.
Oh, metal dice. Oh no, natural one.
That's all you deserve.
Shane comes out. There's this linen sheet dangling out of the end of her bag. Oh dear.
I was just taking it home to wash it.
Shade?
Yeah.
Did you say... I thought I heard you say when we came out from the grocers that you saw an image in the clouds.
Erebos.
Do you know if gods often appear in clouds at all?
Well, I've never seen it before. But he looked really happy and it made me feel so good.
Okay. It's interesting.
But Erebos is my god because he made me. Not because I chose him. So maybe if you choose a god, maybe it's different.
Or maybe if a god makes you, then they can appear to you in a cloud.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could we could go and speak to Titus. Surely
no, we've got more important things to be doing.
Okay. Oh yes, we've got to tell Pimz. We found the perfect present to get to win his fair lady's hand.
Yeah. Where is he?
Pimz.
I can
Pimz.
wander again in my pajamas.
Theros, it's more likely to be a loincloth.
Oh no! Go get clothes on.
Good morning to you all. I hope everyone has enjoyed their stay, but I really would like to get cracking with finding this blue Fletcher person.
Yep, that's cool. But we had a chat last night, and we came up with a great idea, didn't we, Hester?
We did. The thing is, we think you just need a really, really good gift, and that'll crack it. And we think we are given to understand that she's not a fighter, so she doesn't need armor. I don't really get it, but
No.
you know, maybe she's a
lady.
spellcaster.
No, she's a lady.
Yeah.
Very fine, noble lady.
Yeah, who casts
Beautiful.
spells.
Yeah, and that makes way more sense.
Spells? No.
Then you could get a really lovely wand that looks like a pen, or that works like a pen.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
The
if she
pen.
doesn't fight.
Did those? Can I just ask a question? Did the servants let you have wine with breakfast?
No.
Not had breakfast
No.
yet.
Because I've told them not. That isn't no.
Was it not an option?
No.
Because no, we haven't. But
Fruit juice and spring water, but no wine and no
but wine is
mimosa.
fruit juice. Tell me it's not.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, it is. But I mean, happy fruit juice. No happy fruit juice.
Well, if she's not a spellcaster and she's not a fighter, how does she defend herself?
So anyway, I was thinking that maybe if we can find more of these blue parrots, then we could find the Fletcher.
The other idea was that we could go in and either we could kidnap her, or we could go in and decapitate her betrothed. Either way, it's a
That
win-win.
wasn't one of the ideas.
Whoops! Did I not say that one out loud? It was one of my ideas.
So did you know the? I mean, I don't know. Is there botanical gardens in this city? Maybe they've got parrots. Parrots have blue feathers. Maybe this person's plucking
Did
them.
you think she'd like a pen made out of one of the feathers?
I
Does
honestly
your mum not have
have no
one?
idea what you're talking about. Why do you keep mentioning pens?
Because it's a practical, thoughtful, and also witty gift.
Pen, Penelope.
One
Oh,
magic
we're
user.
helping. It's
Oh,
helpful.
see.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah, look, can we just, you know,
Maybe she'd like a set of lockpicks.
Right.
what?
They're always useful.
Hey, do you know you were saying about
We're
the
looking up in a different reality.
What about? I've got a spare mace now.
Am I
We
dreaming?
could wrap it really nicely.
the
Has she
pen
got a
thing?
mace?
But the pen
She's
you
a
were saying that you make.
lady. They don't
you-
use maces. They don't do spells.
I want to know about the
How
pen.
do you know?
But they make pens out of feathers. You said.
Yeah.
Maybe the same people that make feathers make arrows. No, make feathers. Make pens out of feathers. Make arrows out of feathers. Maybe the feather
Could be.
people.
Right,
Maybe
yes,
we need to just
Pericles,
talk to all the feather people.
Could we look in your
Pericles, for having some sanity in this. Can we please go and find
Pimz?
some blue birds?
If we're looking for pens, how about we look in your dad's office? He might have some pens.
We're
with
not
blue
looking for
feathers.
pens. We're looking for arrows.
Yeah, but blue feathers. I've not
She's
seen in
not
your
going to
dad's
want
office.
a second-hand pen.
Arya enters the room. Good morning, everybody. Did you sleep well?
Morning, Pimz's mum.
This is the most ridiculous game of D&D I've ever
Oh,
Oh dear.
so do we have to ask your mum for was it happy juice?
Mum, is there botanical gardens in the city?
There are a number of gardens.
Does anybody, any of your friends have parrots?
Parrot.
I don't have any friends.
Oh.
You three are the only people I know in the whole world. You're my friends.
Pims's mum. Pims's mum.
My name is Arya.
Well, you're Pims's mum. But can you ask? I really would really need to know this. But what armor do you wear when you?
Oh, for God's sake! I'm going to gather them all and just start getting them outside. Bye, Mum.
But she didn't answer.
Pushing everyone
Pimz,
towards exit.
do not be long,
My
Pimz.
God.
You need to come back before the wedding.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Should we get your mum some armor?
getting
She
gripped.
doesn't have it.
God.
Pimz ushers you out of the grounds.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Pimz. We're just not used to being in rich people's houses.
You think? Please.
But she looks so slight that she'd probably need a really good set of armor. She doesn't have to have really heavy stuff.
You just...
Oh.
Look, right. Can we just go and hit something? Can we find this archer and kill him, and it'll all be better.
Can we go shopping for wand pens afterwards then?
Yes.
Okay, you head down into the
Oh,
city.
dear.
You can shop. You can buy anything you need.
Have we got a lead? Have we got any lead at all?
Well, we've got the guy coming back to the tavern tonight, perhaps.
Well, I asked my. Was that tonight they're coming back?
Yeah, I think. Well,
Okay.
that was one. The suggestion was that they were going to meet us at the tavern tonight.
Street.
If the Weasley guy could convince them to.
I still need to talk to my contact.
What was this business about a job? This guy.
Well, if they thought we were looking for him, he might not come. But if he thinks we're going to employ him,
But what does he do? We don't even know what work he does.
Well, we know that he kills people because that's what he
Well,
did.
that's not a job, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
For some people.
Well, I suppose it's kind of an army kind of job, but
if it's already something he's done, then maybe it'll be something he would be interested in doing again, and he would come and meet us. So that's all I was thinking. Because if somebody came up to me and said, "Come and meet me somewhere," I'd go, no, until I knew who they were.
So if this guy is the guy who killed the hoplites, but he does jobs for other people, do we think that maybe he didn't do it for his own reasons? He was paid to do it.
So you think we'd need to talk to him before killing him?
Well, if he was hired by somebody else, I thought that it was probably someone who was doing it themselves for their own reasons. But if this person is the person and they work for people doing killing, then it's quite complicated, this investigation stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I ask something? Does Dericles wear stuff that means people know he's a hoplite?
I assume so, unless you want to take it off, Mark.
I was going to say, because
Heracles won't have thought of that.
no, I was just thinking, if this guy's killed hoplites,
Is a hoplite the same as the Reverend's army? I mean, a
no
hoplite
idea.
Hoplite
is
is
soldier, isn't it?
yeah. Hoplites are the soldiers.
Oh right, so is Derek? So I thought Deracles was a city guard. No.
The city guard are soldiers. The
God,
city
I'm
is
confused.
the city is policed by the Reverend Army. Have we lost Jill?
No, she's just muted herself.
We've got Skype logo. Jill, can you hear us? I think we might have
She's
lost
not on the.
She's
Cool.
muted. That's all.
Oh yeah. Well, because I didn't. I've not really
Okay.
talked to a lot of guards, so.
Jill, can you unmute yourself if possible, because we can't see you.
I think she may have taken a comfort break.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
So, I feel like we haven't got much to work with here.
Well, shall we wander back to the inn just to see if my contact's there, and see if, because hopefully he's going to bring us some more money.
And the other thing as well is, do we know why? I mean, were these hoplites people who were? Did this happen while we were the grocers?
I think it might have happened. I'm not sure. It might have happened before when we were getting.
I thought it was. Didn't they say? Didn't they say it happened between the time that we were first at the grocers and then when we went back?
So when we were out of the city collecting Titos.
Yeah.
That was when they had the incursion, and hoplites went there, and some of them got killed. But it was only when they were investigating the wreckage after what we'd done that they found that the hoplites that died hadn't been killed by.
Oh, okay.
Returned.
How about we go and have a look where the grocers used to be, because we don't need to look at the grocers, because we know it was these are arrows, so they would have been shot from one of the buildings nearby. We can go and see if we can find something.
Okay, sounds like a good idea.
Wow, probably my first in quite a long time.
Okay, so
apart from the pen.
Oh yeah.
Are you all going together?
Yeah.
We might find a pen shop nearby too.
Okay, you head on over to the street that the Reverend Army have still got cordoned off, but the hoplites recognise you as a lot of people are in the street now. To be honest, they recognise you and let you into the otherwise deserted.
What about the crowds? Are they recognising Pimz?
People are recognising Pimz, but there's no large crowds of people gathered in the same space at the moment, because people have got lives to live, and nothing particularly interesting has happened in one place. So you're in the street. There is a pile of rubble. It has been partially cleared. They've started ferrying away some of the loose stones from around the site. So it's a slightly neater and tidier pile of rubble that's on the plot of the shop now. Still a lot of dust everywhere and damage to the adjoining buildings. Where are you going to look?
Do you think it would be likely that they would have been in the building opposite the grocers?
Well, where were they killed? Are we CSIing the crap out of this now? Where were the bodies found?
What, should we ask the hoplites?
Yeah. I'll go up to one of the hoplites and ask if anyone was around when the returned first started pouring out of the building and had to be driven back.
Yes. I was here. I was on the. I was here guarding the entrance to the street. There were other hoplites stationed inside the shop itself. The first we knew about it was when there was. We heard the cries of the hoplites who were in the shop. We heard fighting. We sent one of us to the barracks for more guards. We went to engage the return that were fighting in there. It looked bad for a while. When reinforcements arrived, we managed to drive them back, get them and hold them inside the house. And then we pulled back, and they stayed in the house, and we retreated to a safe distance. But I did not see how things started.
So all of the hoplites that were killed inside the building.
Yes, I mean, well, I think there may have been one on the front door, one on the side door, perhaps.
Okay. Thank you. So go back to the others. So they say that all of the hoplites that were killed were inside the building, or at the very most at the entrances. So
was it shot through the windows, or was it somebody inside?
well, we know that the front window bit was still boarded up until we came back.
Yeah.
So it was either, I guess, somebody who was very close by, or from some window that must have had a very good view of the place. I don't know. Shade, you use a short bow, don't you? Where do you think that you could have been? If not you personally, but if you were,
it wasn't me.
if you were trying to shoot people,
within 80 feet. So
Make perception rolls.
Sorry.
Make perception rolls, everyone.
All right, Melon. 17.
Darren? Perception roll?
17.
13.
6. I've got promoted and now I'm rubbish at things.
It's not an officer's job.
Right. Shade, you are looking up at the rooftop, trying to figure out where someone might shoot from. Pimz and Betrothals, you're poking around in the rubble, looking for clues. Hester, you are following Shade's gaze, trying to sort of figure out if there's a good vantage point. When Hester and Shade, you spot a figure watching you from a nearby rooftop. It is Weasley Guy, and he sees you watching him. He turns and bolts.
Okay, that was that guy.
I think we shall leave it there for tonight.
Oh.
Because it is getting quite late.
Yeah.
So that was fun. I did not expect you to all engage with Pimz's tragic backstory for comedy purposes.
About that pen.
Oh dear. Right, well, thank you for joining us, and we will be here next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. British Summer Time, until the point when the clocks change, which is not too far, is it? I can't remember. Anyway, 8 p.m. British Summer Time for the foreseeable, and we will pick this up next week. Thank you for watching.